Alright, boys. So, I just pre-recorded a whole video, but my fucking microphone was not working, so I'm not gonna do all that extra fucking talking shit. I'm just gonna tell you what trades I'm in right now and what trades I'm not in. I can't really tell you what not I'm in. I'm in all of my fucking trades. But, we're in this fucking trade right now. It's like a simple little swing high, swing low. We got the swing lows right here, swing highs, and then you go on the 15-minute. Marked out this little area where sellers were having trouble getting through, and then finally got through. You got that indication, that correction, that continuation, closed. Stop loss going to be right above the push, so you put it right here just because it is a 15-minute trade, so you want to be able to have a bigger stop loss than your 1 hour trades. But getting a 1 to 3 on this trade possibly just could be a 1 to 2 basically. What the fuck just happened? But yeah, I'll probably will be able to catch this big trade, but we'll see. And then I'm also in on gold. Boom, peek it. Got a nice. Where is it at? So we got that swing high, swing low right here, and then obviously you see we got that indication and then correction, but then it closed above on the high, so it made that indication. Got a nice correction, consolidated, shows that sellers were weak, and then boom. Indication, correction, that continuation, boom, closed above, stop loss right below the push, and just because it is what's it called, an hour setup instead of a 15-minute setup like on this UJ trade, that's a 15-minute setup right here, that's on the hour, but this trade was on the hour, so my stop loss doesn't have to be that big, it can just be right below the push, so like somewhere right here. So I'm probably getting a 5 to 1, I'm weighing a 1 to 5. So it's still a good trade. So I'm in on UJ and on gold, euro. I'm also in on this trade. But my stop loss is alright break even. I'm just gonna show you where my stop loss is. Stop loss is right above this push right there. I'm getting a 1 to 9. I know I should have taken this trade out earlier in this area, but I was being a fucking cunt and I wasn't taking it out. But it is what it is. So like my stop loss is already at break even. So like if it does tap me out, it is what it is. And then I'm in on German, same thing. I should have taken it out whenever movement was slowing down, but then it had this big a big bearish move down, like right here. So I was like, bro, I had to just hold it. And then it gave me 2 rejections and came all the way back up. I was like, fuck, okay, is what it is. And then came all the way back up to break even. Thank God I did not put my stop losses at break even, and then came all the way back down. But my stop loss, hold on, my stop loss was right here. Hold on. Yeah, so it almost got hit earlier when I got in, because I got in, put stop losses right on the half of the push, just depending on how big the candle is, either put it on top, if you want like a big stop loss, or like if you want a tight stop loss to get a more of an RR, go ahead and just put it, not halfway, but like a good amount of room on the candle. But yeah, it went up, almost tapped me out on my broker, and then launched down. I was like, perfectly, boom, we're good. And then it consolidated. Push down, push back up, but I do think, because usually what German will do, it'll push back up to break even or push back up to my box and then push back down. So, we'll see. But Euro's looking good, German's looking good, going back down, Euro's it's consolidating in that area. Yeah, it's just there's so many rejections to the upside that like I guarantee you it's just gonna flop right back down. But we'll see. And then obviously gold, you know what it is. I'm the best at trading gold. Whoever knows me knows I'm the best at this shit. So, gold's always been my bitch since day one, even in my beginner days. So, gold good, UJ, you know what I'm saying, UJ. So, I'm in on 4 trades, all in profit. Can't tell you what I'm getting. I have to just see what I'm getting. If y'all are seeing this video on YouTube, which I don't know if I post this on YouTube. Just because I promised myself that I wouldn't give out any more sauce on YouTube, but fuck it. We're gonna do one. I can't even say one more. I'll probably just keep on doing YouTube videos. But this strategy has a lot more stuff going through it. But like, it is the main, like this main video that I'm posting right here is the base of the strategy. But if y'all want to get all the sauce because there's like 3 strategies in this one strategy that makes sense. Like there's 3 things that you can do to get into multiple trades just with this one strategy. But I'm only going to teach like the main strategy for this. So if y'all want the full thing, go subscribe to my WAP channel and I'll, teach you one-on-one every day, show you how to make the profits I make, and obviously make the trades that I make as well. But with all that fucking extra bullshitting talking, we're gonna go on my fucking brother's account. And then I wonder if he got in. Probably not. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do, let's go ahead and do UJ. USDJPY. Make sure it says FX right here. Gonna do that one. And we're gonna go back on the 1 hour. Let's go all the way back here. Alright, boys. As you see, I've been backtesting this with my other students. Big dubs. Big dubs. So let's go ahead and just continue just trading it. Okay, so what day is it? Friday. So let's just go ahead and just wait. Hold on. Let's just go back because I didn't know. How early is it? So it was London's. Okay, so like let's just go ahead and just mark out our zones. So why this is called a swing low, just because after this low, it came back up. So that you will mark that low as a swing low, and then you will mark out this high right here as a mini swing high. It's because after this high came this new low. After this new low came this high. You see? So after you set up your zones, go on the 15-minute and see what happens. So you wait for 3 things to happen. You wait for an indication telling you that buyers want to buy, and you wait for that correction back down just to fake buyers out, and then that last thing, which is very important, that continuation. Continuation is the best thing just because you already know that it's indicating, correcting, and then the continuation is telling you that, okay, buyers want to buy. It already faked out all the buyers, so now it's wanting to buy back up. Now, this is how the banks trade, y'all. I'm not joking. This is why this is the best strategy for y'all to use. This is why I'm in on all my pairs right now. The bankers want to... The banks do it how they do. Now, I learned from this guy called Trades by Side, which I kind of tweaked into my own strategy just because that's how trading works. But with this strategy, you'll be able to bank a lot more and trade exactly how the banks trade. Because they trade from lows to highs, highs to lows, to swing lows, to other swing lows, to other swing highs, to major swing highs. It's complicated. But like I said, if y'all want the full sauce, I can't really explain everything in one video just because it's going to be like a 5-hour long video and I don't have that much time on my fucking hands. I haven't slept in fucking 2 days, so I do plan on sleeping at least in the next, 2 hours, 3 hours until like fucking 8 or 9. So, let's just see. Today's Friday. Not today, but right here it says it's Friday. See what happens. So you don't trade during Asian session. So you don't trade when the market closes at 4 and then opens back up. You wait until London. So, but like you can set up your zones on the 1 hour, whatever time, but always make sure A, like you didn't miss the trade, and then 2, make sure like you're not getting in before session. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we got the indication right here telling us that buyers want to buy. We got the correction. Let's see what happens. Now, when the setup is not valid no more is when it takes all the way down here. Then this indication correction won't be valid no more. So let's see. Okay, so what day? Okay, it's Sunday. So that's why you have to reset up. Even if you got the breakout on Sunday, go ahead and just reset up the charts. That way you don't get confused. But you'll set it up as soon as like the market opens, or like an hour before it opens. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead and have almost the same zones. So swing highs will just be on these highs, because after these highs came this low, and after this low right here came these highs. After this low came this high. After these highs came this low right here. So always just say that with your head. That it makes like, okay, why is this a swing low? Because after this low came this new high that made a swing high that turned into a new low. Okay. And then 15-minute. Because now it's Sunday. You don't get in until 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock for New York, 2 o'clock for us. Okay, so that's London session. So let's see. Got the indication. Wait for more of a correction. Unless it breaks out at 3. Nope, we can't even get in right now. So might as well just wait for another correction. Okay. So what time is that at? Okay, so yeah, we didn't even miss the trade. We just didn't get in. So let's see what happens. But this is also why you trade multiple pairs, not just one pair. I'm just showing you on one pair right now. So just so you'll get it. Okay, come on, give us that correction. Now, if it does correct itself, okay, hold on. So whenever it does this shit, just go ahead and just reset up your charts. If it doesn't get, like if it doesn't pull back and it already closed for the day, and then it opens back up like at 5 or 6, or like whatever, like the time market opens back up, then just reset the charts. So right now it is 20. So that is 20 would be probably like 8 o'clock at night. This is like what time it is. So go ahead and mark these zones out. This will be your swing low, because after this low came this high, and then you'll mark this high up here as its swing high. So after this high came this low that made a swing low that turned into a high right here. Okay, so boom, mark that shit out. Go on the 15-minute to get in. After you set up your charts on the hour, go on the 15-minute to enter. Okay, so give us that indication. Okay, that correction. Now we can look to enter this, because even if you wanted to get in like, oh, Carter, but it had came back down, but no, that barely took any buyers out. You can wait for more of a push, and even if you were being impatient, say you got in right here. What time is that you got in? A, you lost. B, it's 2 o'clock. For New York, that's an hour before London. You don't ever want to get in before session, because it also saves you from losses. Okay? So now we got that correction. See, like, if we get that continuation. Okay, boom! Boom, we would have gotten in. Hold on, let's go back. Okay, so that gave us that indication, correction, that continuation that I always talk about. So, and it's right before New York session too. So that's good. You put a stop loss right below the push, so somewhere right here. TPs, now I'll show you how to mark up y'all's TPs. TPs, for the first TP, it's kind of small, but this is just your first zone. First TP will be right here. Second TP would be at these highs. Third TP will probably be, your last TP will probably be up here. Okay? I mean, like, you could go all the way up to here, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to do all that. I mean, your goal is to catch the whole trend, but, you know, don't overdo it. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Gotta be very careful. So, okay, so obviously pass through the first TP. Hour is just very bullish right now, so that's good. You want that. Okay, so but one thing to expect, if it's just flying up, expect a good retracement back down to fake buyers out, because like there's a lot of breakout traders. Just know that. Okay, so boom. But right now it is making good structure, so it could just keep on going up. Okay, boom. We're already halfway to TP, and it's only been, let's see how many hours it's been. It's only been 3 hours. My trades are usually between 4 hours to 8 hours long, so that's good. Okay. Now once movement starts slowing down to the upside, then we'll get out. But right now it's not really slowing down, and I mean it is okay, so right now would be one of those times you'd be like, okay, so now it's consolidating in this area. Even if I could say take it out somewhere right here, that's still 1 to 3. Okay, so you don't ever want to jinx yourself and be like, oh, I'm the best. No, you're not the best. The banks are the best at trading. Okay, so it probably is going to close below, but probably don't close it until it gets at this area. So that's still a 1 to 3 RR, almost a 1 to 3, which is fine, because it's probably gonna retrace. So let's see what happens. What the fuck is happening? It's probably just gonna glitch like a bitch. Yep. Okay. Trading View will crash randomly. That's why I don't like backtesting on Trading View. I'll backtest on a fucking other fucking thing. Well, let's go and cheers up real quick on the views are 10. Hey, y'all, I rate my fit for the day. Know what I'm saying? Whoa! Whoa! Nice. A fucking water ball on the fucking foil almost made me bust my ass. Okay, hold on. Charts are back. But, so we got the pants. Yeah. Okay, you can't really show you my shoes. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? Little $100 slides. You know what I'm saying? A little some calm fit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Where's the watch? Where's my watch at? My watch has disappeared. Alright, well, my watch disappeared. Wait. It has disappeared. But, yeah, fit not too bad with the hair. Fit. A little bit of muscle, not too much muscle. You know what I'm saying? So skinny fuck. Oh, let's get all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Some calm fit. Some calm. Gotta show up professional to the markets, you know what I'm saying? Alright though, real shit. Alright, so we're back. So we'll see what happens. It's probably gonna break below this zone, but wait for it to close right down here. That way we know that, like, okay, it's just faking sellers out. Okay, to be honest, would I have taken that shit out just because that's live markets? That's very close. I don't know if I would have taken it out. Okay, so right now would be the time to do like, okay, Carter, should we take it out? Let's go and just look at the higher time frames real quick. Because you are up a 1 to 6 RR. So like, bro, why wouldn't you just go ahead and just take it out real quick? Yeah, I mean, right now would be one of those. Okay, to be honest, you should take it out. If I was you, I would take it out. But just because I've been trading the strategy for longer, I'm gonna keep it in until it gives me a few rejections inside the zone. You mostly have your TP right here to right here, but this is just the further thing to have it at. Let's see. So boom. Okay, so that's one rejection. Wait for another rejection. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, that's why you have a good. Oh wait, oh shit. Why did I even not take it out right here? I said as soon as it gives me a rejection. Okay, well either way, you see what happens. That's why you have this zone mainly just marked out. Like always, probably have your first TP, like you mainly like your TP at that zone right there. Because always you always want to have that TP at a good area to where you know that like okay, it is rejecting at these swing highs right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean even say like you were being impatient. Most likely, dude, like what I would have done was just taking it out on this candle. That's why I was kind of telling you, like, obviously we can't trade with emotion just because we're back testing. But like probably anybody would have taken it out on this candle. But say you're just being impatient, it came back down and then came all the way back up and smacked your zone. So that's probably when like you should have your zone. Always have your TP in that first little box. You know what I'm saying? So TP would have gotten smacked and then reversed all the way down. So good first example to show y'all. That's really good. I'm happy. So go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Turn that shit off. But wake up's like a bitch. Okay, so that's one trade in UJ. Let's go for gold. Alright, so gold sitting in this area. What day is it? Wednesday. Go ahead and set up these lows as swing lows down here. Swing highs. Okay, so yeah, you probably go ahead and mark the zone at a swing high right here. Let's see what it does. Go back on the 15 minute. Swing lows, swing highs. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this would be an actual zone now for mark for a swing high. Nice. So obviously you see it. Buyers are having trouble getting past that area. So this would be a good swing high level. And to be honest, you could have just marked your zones out right here, your swing low, just because obviously after this low came that new high. So yeah, you could have your zones like that, either one. So swing highs, swing lows. Let's see what happens. So we got the indication, correction. What time is this? 9:30. Probably wait for a better close. Like you don't want a shitty ass close like that. That's like most people would have gone in like, oh bro, it closed above. Look at this close from earlier that I got. I was being so patient. Look at this close I finally got in gold. Notice how it is. Yeah, it looks similar to that one. Hold on, let me see where is it at. Okay, so look. Notice how that you can clearly see it went up and then it closed above. This it just looks like you kind of have to like zoom in to see like okay, it did close above. No, like you want a clear thing like okay, it closed above. You know what I'm saying? So, always just, take mind in that. Like, would you actually get in? You know what I'm saying? Like, were buyers actually strong at that area? No. Wait for a better close above that box. Right now, just faking more people out, faking more people out, faking more people out. Let's just see what happens. Be patient. See, you would have gotten faked out like a bitch. You don't want that. So, boom, get the indication. More of a correction. So, that's a correction right there. Nice. Now, the only reason we probably would lose in gold is just because it's just been in this big ass area of consolidation lately. Now, I'm probably not in it right now. Let's just go ahead and see. Oh no, oh no, I'm not in it yet. I'm not in it yet. Wait, hold on. Let's call them a weekly. See, this is the area where you want to look out for. Because this area has just been really just sitting. It's still in that fucking zone. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Peak excellence. Who's the best fucking trader? Me. Probably not. But I like to say that I am. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that mindset, baby. Okay, so boom. Got that good fucking first TP. Now, that trade is. So these 15-minute setups, let's go ahead and just label that. Go 15. Or no, we'll put 15-minute risky setup. Oh no, yeah, setup. Just because these setups are pretty risky. But if it plays out, then it plays out good. 15-minute risky setup. Sellers are obviously having trouble getting through this area, but then we finally got that mini indication correction and that continuation. Boom. And then obviously still in euro, still in German. The gold is really what I'm happy about right now. No rejections on nothing. I'm still probably going to close at that second area just because, it hasn't really gone past that area, quite a while. So let's just go ahead and just label that as for the second TP. Last TP. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, look at that fucking trade. Stop it. Stop it. Alright. Alright, let's go back. Let's go ahead. Trade. You know what I'm saying? Trading the best strategy in the world. It's right here. Alright. So boom, let's go back to 15-minute. Oh, okay. I'm wondering, what the fuck happened to my zone? Okay, so we got that. Okay, so you always wait for that close. So what happened? It gave us that indication, close, correction, that continuation. But what do you not see? A close. What the fuck? Jake, you do not see a close below the box. So wait for that close, okay? Wait for that close. Boom. Okay. So you would have gone in as soon as it would have closed. Stop loss would have been right above the push, so somewhere right here. TP would have been... So have these marked out as first TPs. These would be first TPs. Second TPs, now this would be a good TP down here. For sure, for sure. Because after this low, after these lows, that was his extra swing low down there. So this would be another good TP. Your last TP would have probably somewhere in this area. Yeah, this swing low after here. Good last TP. What day is it though? Always gotta make sure what day it is. It's Friday, 9:30. So you could get in it. You don't ever want to get in on a trade that's around like 12 to 1 o'clock, just because that's just too late. There's no more really movement in the markets after New York session. That's like the peak. No, that's like the very end of New York session. My computer is at like 30%. My phone's at 98. I'm good. But yeah, always want to make sure you're getting in on a good time, not no shitty fucking times. If anything, like, text me. I'm not gonna answer you on YouTube. I say that I probably will. But either way, just fucking join the WAP. You know what I'm saying? It's only $60 a month. I'll probably send you a little 20 discount. It's 25, 30, probably just 25. Keep it simple. But either way, y'all get daily call outs on the trades I take. Y'all could have gotten 4 call outs today to take dubs. I probably would have had y'all take most of them out. I keep them in because it's my trades. I told y'all to take them out at like a 4 to 5 RR. Sometimes, last week I caught like a 1 to 20 RR and my students made, a shit ton of money. like one of my main close friends that aren't in the WAP just because they don't make like any money at all. But he threw in like I think $300 into a live account just for, like from his paycheck. He made over I think it was like $1,800 or I think it was like $2,600. I don't remember. It was somewhere between like $1,500 like $3K. And like he sent me like $500. I was like, what the fuck is that for? And he said for like a few months worth of WAP. I was like, oh shit, bet. So he literally paid for WAP off of using my signal. So like, you know what I'm saying? That's why he sent me some money. But so boom, no matter what, join the fucking WAP. Don't be a bitch. Pussies don't join the WAP. So let's just say that right there. Okay, so boom, got the entry. What time is it? 9:30 on Friday. So that's peak. That's so peak. 9:30 is really 8:30 for us, but 9:30 is when the market starts moving. Okay, so this is first TP, second TP, third TP. Let's see how it reacts. So boom, just flying past. Okay, it's consolidating. Movement is slowing down. It's okay. We got a bigger push. Nice. So I'd love to see. Love to see it. Let's go 1 hour. Just check it out quick. There's we can see it on a better scale. Like this would be one of those trades to where like usually like there's no rejections at all, so like you would just be patient. Like at this point, if it does smack your stop loss, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like you already took so many dubs. Okay, now you see what happens. Okay, so now is the time to where like, okay, it's just been rejecting on this zone. Should I take it out? Now, just because we're back testing and I do have that feeling where it's gonna spike down, I'm just gonna keep it in. Not really spike down. I know it's gonna hit TP. Like you have one of those feelings where like something's gonna happen that day or something. These are one of those days where I know it's gonna smack TP. But to be honest, just to be safe, I would have told y'all on the WAP channel, like, hey, who's ever in this gold trade with me, take this gold trade out right now. It's consolidating on our second TP. Take it out for now. If I tell y'all to get in later, I got y'all. But for now, y'all would have caught probably a 1 to 4. Yeah, a 1 to 3.7, but really a 1 to 4. But I would keep it in. So let's just see what happens. Okay, now no cap. If it does go back to this zone right here, and it has trouble getting through it, I will take it out. Just because now I know for sure sellers won't get past that area, so buyers can step it back into the market. So what happens? Buyer stepped in, so that this will be its third rejection, so then I would get out. But it probably is going to hit TP. So we'll just see. I mean, it could hit stop loss. Oh, yeah. See? That's why I had y'all take it out. So, boom. Y'all would have won on that day. Just because, obviously, it's just market's slowing down. I'm saying it's just consolidating on like, as my brother says, whenever movement starts slowing down and it doesn't really get past an area and it starts going back up, that's when like you can get in for buys secretly. That's why I say like there's so many strategies like with this one strategy, but you see it consolidating and broken retest. After the retest, you could have got in, stop loss right below the push, TP for where your entry, caught a 1 to 7 after catching a 1 to 3. But now, I would have probably lost that trade just because my greedy ass probably just would have waited for it to hit full TP. But that's something that I'm trying to train myself with. Like, if I'm gonna tell my WAP people to take it out, I'll probably have to take it out as well. So overall, like y'all would have won that trade just because movement was slowing down. But then I would have just taken that. I would have just lost just because I've been greedy. But that's why I have to get better on that. But like I said, anytime where I tell like someone like to get out on it, then I'll probably just take it out myself. Alright, boys, so I'm gonna do one more setup for y'all, and then I'm gonna fucking, that's it. But obviously, one gold, we won UJ earlier, too. But let's just go ahead and just set up the markets again. Let me see. So we'll go ahead and just mark out these as swing highs up here, these as swing lows down here. Now, when you're marking them out, if it's a big-ass wick like that, don't feel pressured to, like, move it all the way up here. Like, that's just a big-ass box. Just move it, like, on the wick and then just put it up a little bit. Same thing for buys and shit. And then obviously after like you set it up, just go on the 15-minute. And then hold on, I got a fart. Alright. So right now, let's see what happens. We got the nothing yet. So we got the indication. Wait for that correction. Okay, so just be patient. I mean, like we already won a few trades for the week, so there's no point of rushing a trade. Okay, so now would be the thing to like go on the 1 hour. Obviously it made, you know, new highs. I mean new lows, and then obviously after these highs it started coming back down. So if I was you, I would just obviously move these zones back down. I would probably just reset it up. You know what I'm saying? And then have zones down here, swing highs. So that this would be a swing high right here, just because after this high came all these new lows, and after this low came this swing high. So boom, gave us what day is it? Thursday. Give us that indication, correction. So this is that continuation. So now all this is invalid. So now we got an indication. See what happens. What day is it? Friday. Okay, so yeah, so like, y'all just like I wouldn't have traded, but y'all already won. You know, you already won gold for the week, and you already won. What was it? Oh, it was last week. That's fine. But like y'all won gold this week, anyways. On what's it called, Friday, going into the new week, and plus like y'all probably be trading 4 to 5 pairs, so it doesn't even fucking matter. I trade gold, USD, JPY, I trade German, and I trade Euro. So it's just 4 big ass pairs, and like you'll at least get into a trade a week on at least one of them. But today, I happen to get 4 entries, so it is what it is. Just gotta reset it up. It is Sunday. Let's go ahead and just mark out these new highs and shit. We go ahead and just mark out these lows right here as swing lows. Mark out these highs as swing highs. See what happens. We got the indication. Okay, so no correction. So we'll see what happens. If it makes, if it starts coming back up, and okay, so yeah, we'll just do is mark these out as swing lows now. Mark these out as swing highs up here. So let's see. Wait for a close down there. So now we got that indication. This is the correction. Okay, that continuation happened at what time? 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday. I'll also be right above it. TPs would be, first TP would be down here. Let's go ahead and just mark that out real quick. TP1, TP2. TP2 will probably be our last TP just because of all these rejections over here. So yeah, probably have these 2 TPs, that's it. Now just remember, if it does fake us out, it does hit our stop loss, goes up, and then it goes back down, then it gave us another indication correction, and then that last, whatever the fuck it's called. So boom, it stopped us out. That's fine. And then it broke out at what time again? Because it's probably gonna end up selling down. So what time is this? Okay, so we can't take that trade because that's during Asian session. I probably will it probably will go on down, so it's fine though. Okay, so they didn't go down. Okay, so what time is this? We got another indication correction, and that continuation, but it's not at, it's at 245. So I mean, I don't know if I would have gotten in, to be honest. Yeah, see, good thing that, like that we didn't get in, because now we can get in, and then now it's probably just gonna fucking consolidate. Oh, this is gold. That's why it's been so shit. Yeah, at this point, dude, you just go ahead and just reset it up again, just because it's just been so fucking shit. Like, what day is it? I mean, like, usually if gold's just sitting in one area for multiple, look, since Monday's just been in this area, so say gold's just consolidating all week instead of just for, like, you know, a day, just don't trade it. Like, I probably should have went out and saw that, but fuck me, it's just fucking consolidating. I mean, like, almost in all these, dude, I would not have gone in on, just because it's, like, not telling me that it wants to sell. Because it gave me the indication, correction, that continuation, fake out. Look, indication, correction, and, like, that last big move that we needed, fake this out. And another fake out, and another fake out. So it's, like, just faking you out. Let's see, like, we probably end up will selling down, but, like, at what fucking period? Like, there we go. Let's see if it would have held. So boom, yeah. So like then now we can finally like would have gone in. What time was that at? 14. So that's 12, 1. So that's 2 o'clock. Like would we have gone in? I mean, maybe, because it made like a good enough push down to give us another indication, that correction and like that continuation, and that was at, you know. So I'll also be right above it, so like right around there. TPs will just be at those regular TPs that we marked out. So that if it's just been faking people out hella, they're like, damn, maybe I should only risk a little bit, just because this trade probably isn't going to really fully play out. So if I was you, which I'm teaching you, only risk like probably like 0.5% on this trade. That way, because like, you probably like would have lost a whole 1% on this trade right here. But finally, we got a good entry because it finally gave us that indication telling us, that it wants to sell. Buyers were weak up here, and now sellers finally stepped back into the markets. Now, like, you could have gone in right here, but again, it barely closed below. You would actually wait for an actual close. Like, notice how on my gold trade earlier, it closed like down here. No, or it closed a decent amount above or below that, like, it shows that, like, okay, it wants to buy or sell. But yes, like you would have stop losses right above the push, because it obviously pushed out a good amount to now, like, okay, well, sellers want to sell. So then now you would get in. The good thing we had our stop loss a good amount above, just because it almost got hit. I mean, like, even if it was down here, I mean, yeah, it still wouldn't have gotten hit, but yeah, that's why, like, you have stop losses like a good amount of room above the pull. I mean, like the push down. Okay, so let's see. Okay. What day is this? Thursday? I don't know. Fuck me, it's just been consolidating this fucking area. Another consolidation area. If it doesn't break below this zone in the next, like, hour or two, then I'll probably just take it out. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, so it broke below. What time, though? Okay, so just entering into a new session. Okay, so it finally gave us a good enough room to work. Okay, now it wants to sell. Let's see if it sells down now. Okay, so now it's selling. Okay, so first TP hit. But, let's see on the hour. Hour gave us almost 2 rejections. Like, gold's just one of those things where, like, you gotta be careful. You got, I mean, like, I guess because, like, you're only risking 0.5 on this trade, you, like, just go ahead and hold it. Now, like, if it comes back down and pulls another back up, then just go ahead and take it out. Okay, so boom, right there. So like I said, it pulled back down, rejected it. So yeah, like, probably like would have gone out, right there, on this candle though. You know what I'm saying? Because that, we're like what I just said. It pulled up, and then If it pulls back down and just rejects it, then like we'll get out. What happened? It pulled back down, rejected it, and then pushed back up. So you still would have caught a 1 to 3 RR, and like this is during a bad week of trading. So let's see what happens. You probably would have gotten, you know. Yeah, see? Perfectly. That's why we have these zones marked out. Sellers were weak in this area, so that's why you have rules in your head like, okay, now it pushed back up. So like, if it just pushes back down and just barely rejects it, and then pushes like starts to like say like you see how it barely rejected it, but then closed all the way up here. So like we probably only would have caught, you see, because we probably would have closed it at that close. So probably like a 1 to 2.7. So basically a 3 RR. So I mean like, no matter what, like you still would have won for the day. But it's just like like what the fuck, like gold just been consolidating like a fucking bitch. But overall, I mean you're still up just because like you came back on that loss that you had, over here. So to say like you would have risked 1%, you still would have caught that shit, and still would have made another 0.5 on top of all that. So it's whatever. But yeah, this is a 40-minute video, so I do want y'all to at least pay attention to it and everything. But y'all still caught some good ass trades. I mean, if I was trading, I guarantee you, like, if I was only trading like USD JPY instead of fucking gold, then all these like I just would have been dubs right here. I mean, like shit. Like let's just go back. No, you're good. Oh, I don't care. Let's just see. Yeah, because you would have marked these out as swing highs. What day was this? So we just make sure. Thursday. So that's that. Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh shit, I'm on the hour. So put that indication. That's not really a correction. You wait for more of a push up. There we go. No close below yet. Okay, so now we got another indication. Let's wait for that correction. What time is it? Okay, so it's Friday, so damn. That was Sunday. So yeah, I mean like now we have to reset it back up. So let's see. A big ass fucking gap in the market, so that's pretty bad. You never want that, really. So yeah, I mean like, you probably could have had these. Let me see where it was. It was probably somewhere in this area. These highs and then probably these lows marked out just because it's just a big gap. So you have to just go with the flow. And then obviously would have had just major pushes up, indication, correction, but no continuation. Big indication, no correction at all. But obviously like you just would have seen it like, okay, now it's just making new lows at like yeah, I mean, like, okay, now you can just place those new zones. So, what day is it? Tuesday, fine, that's fine. These will be your swing lows right here. Because like, notice how it's just consolidating. And then what happened after these swing lows, and before came this mini swing high. After this high came this swing low. So, boom, right here? Swing high? Yes, yeah. Swing low? Okay. So, yeah. And then, boom, now just wait for a breakout. Wait for that breakout, and then basically it's just three things, like the indication, that correction, and then that, what's it called?
Indication, correction, continuation.
Yeah. And then let's see, indication, nice, no correction. Okay, so now it corrected itself. Wednesday, let's see what happens. So nice. Okay, so now we got that. Never mind. You can't call that a trade. Indication, let's see what happens. fuck's on my fucking mouse? Okay, so we got the indication, got the correction. Let's see if we get a breakout. So boom. We're taking the trade around here. What time? Oh, no, we can't take the trade because it's not even time for us to trade. So you gotta just, you know, just go with the flow. It's time to break back out at 1 o'clock. And we can't even take all these trades. We gotta just wait for the market to give us a setup. That's in our time. So now, like, obviously, like, if it breaks out now, they'll probably get in just because it gives another indication. Literally, probably this indication right here. Indication, correction. Now we're just going to wait like, for the actual move down during our time for us to get in. So this would probably be like where you would get in. Just because, you know, this is actually like a good close. Or even this was a good close right here. What time was that at? 8:30. So right before major New York session starts. Probably stop loss right above there. TPs would probably just be in this area right here. You just watch out for this area. So let's see what happens on the 1 hour. Yeah, see? Boom. Just fucking fake the fuck out. Well, hold on. What day was it, too? Yeah, so, like, usually, like... I mean, like, it's also, like with your emotions, too, it's also, like, really easy for you to, like, spot, like, okay, maybe I should reset it back up. But say like that was just a fake out. So like say like we just got faked out. That's fine. Because then like now you have these zones. Let's see what happens. Wait, it's Thursday. Oh, it's Friday. Okay, so now we're not even gonna trade. Yeah, we're not even gonna fucking trade. So let's just delete this. Boys! Okay, so you mark this out. Swing high right there. And swing low will be right here. Because it's going to be Sunday within a few hours. Let's see. Yeah, Sunday opening was right there. Okay, so like always, it was like set it up before Sunday though. Like, it's probably like Sunday right before like the market opens. Got like, let me hit the vape. Okay, so let's go on 15 minute. Got the indication. Correction. That continuation, but it wasn't even our fucking time to trade, so we can't even call that a continuation. So wait for that correction back up. Nice. What time is this? 10:30. But that's not even a full correction back up. So yeah, like you just wait for more of a correction, really. Oh wait, shit. Go back to right here. Hold on. Wait, what time was this? Oh, I thought it was 10 o'clock at night. I forgot. It's gonna be like, you know, 24 or something. Okay, so we got a good close, which is fine. Say like we would have gotten in, probably would have gotten stopped out anyways. So probably get a re-entry anyway. So let's see like if we do get a re-entry. So nice, we got a re-entry. So now we got that actual it pulled down, made an indication correction. And now you just probably have stop losses right at this high, because that is kind of a big breakout. Just have it at the wick, because like that is a big ass candle. Now let's go on the 1 hour. Go for these TPs as first TP. First TPs right here, and then second TPs will be down here. Last TPs will be all the way down here. So let's just see what happens. So, and it's at 10 o'clock in the morning, not at night. Cause that's where I fucked up. I thought I just for some reason I thought it was 10 at night. So let's see what, yeah, so like it's 11. So let's just see if, because this one we got faked out on, but it broke after faking us out. It broke right back down and gave us another correction. I mean another. God, what is it? Continuation. That's what it's called. So boom. Let's see if we get faked out. It's rejecting the box. Rejecting the box. So now if we got the first push. What day is this? So Monday, that's fine. Say like, on this trade you probably would have risked another 0.5%. I mean like this is an A+ trade, so you probably would have risked 1%. So you lost 1%. Now you're going to risk another 1% to get 5%. So let's see. So no rejections yet. Nice. So you see how there's no rejections right now? It's just a beautiful trade. Like, it hasn't rejected RTPs at all. Just push down, a little push back up, push back down. Now, what is it at right now? Just because it's obviously gonna have to push back up. It's at a 1 to 4. Like, let's let it push down a little more. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so right there, I probably would have taken it out. No shit. It's okay. Boom. It's like, yes, boom. Okay, so even if I didn't take it out, TP would have got smacked for 1 to 5. So, you know, perfect example of, yeah, you got faked out right there, but whenever it pushes down this far, you really don't have to wait for a big ass, you know, that big ass pull back up. As long as it pulls back up a good amount inside your box and then it pushes back out, then you'll be fine. Right, Quaker? Like this. You see how it pulled down and then it pulled back up just because it pulled down so far. So this would be a good entry.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, like how Kyler just said too, like this would be a good entry too. Like, yeah, we got faked out on the first trade. What happened after that? Give us another push back down. Stop loss right at the wick. Even if you would have had stop losses right at the body, that would, like, you still would have caught a 1 to 6. The reason that I put it by the wick is just because a little more room. But yeah, so a 1 to 6 or like you would have caught, and it's still Monday, so you still have time to trade. You know, other pairs are still another trade in UJoy. I mean, in UJoy. And fucking UJ. So yeah, a fucking 1 to 5 or really like a 1 to 6.
Sound like a porn site.
What?
UJoy?
UJoy, yeah, that sounds like a porn site. Like, jerking off alone? But yeah, look, a 1 to 6 plus all those other trades y'all caught the other weeks ago and gold and shit. So, you know, overall, like with this strategy, as long as you use it right, then like, you'll be up. But if you don't join the fucking WAP channel, then you won't be profitable. So, you know, take that. I'm playing now. But to join the fucking WAP channel, start getting with me and my brother and my other homeboy too. But really, just me and my brother teaching on for now. But yeah, y'all just we'll get signals every day, or at least not say it's not every day, because I don't want to lie. But at least some days it's gonna be 2 or 3 entries at once. You know, different fucking trades. Shut the fuck up! It's fucking dogs. But yeah, just, you know, join the fucking WAP channel. That way you are able to stay up with the strategy as well. Because like, say y'all fuck up, I'm not gonna be able to help y'all if y'all watching this on YouTube. Because like, I'm already giving out free sauce as it is on YouTube. I'm not gonna be giving out fucking one-on-one calls on YouTube or texting. I'll probably will text you back, but then I'm just gonna send you like the WAP channel, like, yo, ask me on there. But you know, either way, join the fucking WAP channel. Don't join the fucking WAP channel. I don't care. I'm trying to help y'all. But yeah, just watch this video over and over and over again until y'all get this shit down, and then I'll post the link in the description for the WAP channel, and I'll also post this in the WAP as well. But y'all have a safe day. Like always, gotta, you know, cheers up real quick. Alright, boys. I'll see y'all.